Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better. Oh, cool. Nice. Yes. Oh, that was fun. It was a little manic, but it works. So today, I needed, or I wanted an animated GIF to reply to somebody on LinkedIn, Lindy Thompson, who was instrumental in bringing Every in as one of our presenting sponsors for ctrl+alt+create live. And I need to find a tool. Does the tool exist out there? Possibly, but finding one, I'm like, and then being riddled with ads, I'm like, I just want it to work. I want it to work well, and I want it to work to my specifications. And I've come to the point where instead of searching for tools like that, I will make them. So what I have here is something I think I'm going to call Vibe GIF or Vibe GIF? GIF versus GIF? I don't know. Maybe I should call it GIF versus GIF. GIF versus GIF. Or GIF GIF? That's what I'll call it. GIF GIF. Because then you don't know how to pronounce it, right? But with it, you can type in, basically anything, and start. No, it is not peanut butter. True dat, Nari. And welcome in and back. But with it, you can basically define the text right there at the top. You can define the aspect ratio. So you can go 1:1, 16:9, or like a story. And then you can choose your rotation engine. And even the loop speed. So like super manic all the way down to, super slow or slower. And the intensity of the movement. So you have a chance to define everything in this in this particular app, right? So everything that you could think of, you can do. Like, there's probably several more transitions or motion engines that we could add. So I'm going to ask it, hey, could you create some more motion engines? Because, maybe I want this or maybe I want that. Like, some of them are not that great, but you never know. Someone might be interested in doing this. I don't know what I'm going to be interested in. I don't know what I might need at any point. Just something that's kind of flashy and fun. So I'm going to ask it for create more motion engines that keep the letters in place but animate in different ways. Okay, there we go. Because that'd be, I think, nicer for replies. This one, you rule, right? It's really easy to export. You just press create GIF or GIF. It generates it. You can even change the to like work with file size and structure. You could change the output size, so standard, tiny, high, or max. Change your loop. So if I go smaller or shorter, you can change the frames per second from 15 to 30. And again, you can kind of play with it and go, okay, well, is this big enough? Is this small enough? Is this? So that was a smaller GIF at 30 frames per second. With a 5-second loop, right? So if I went 10-second loop, it would be a little larger, but it may be smoother, right? So that's the idea, is that you could configure it. So I needed it, right? gif.exe. There we go. That is a great name, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to do that. Because that would confuse me. exe. Do I have to download it? Do I execute? What's going on? And then if you didn't like what it was, you can choose randomize, and then it just kind of gives you another starting point. I've got to fix that visualization. I've got that on the docket there. You could add. You notice the background's changing as well in some of these. You could add the drop shadow as well as the outline to make the word stand out a bit more. So yeah, it is super configurable to your in my humble opinion, your liking. I know that, I would probably want to, add, more to this as I go to Z depth pulse. Hang on just a second. When I change the motion engine, the alignment should always reset to center middle. All right, I'm going to send this out and bring in both. Give me a second. I'm going to flip here, add my other camera, and bring in Logan and Pixel. Hey, did you see what I'm? Hey. Did you see what I was working on?
Nope.
Oh, it's a animated GIF maker.
Cool.
For like replies in social media, so you can customize it 7 ways from Sunday. And I started it earlier today because I needed it, and it's getting to the point now where when I want an app, instead of going to look for it, I've been making it. Now, I'm not talking about like a super sized, full-on SaaS type of app, but, something that is basically something quick, easy, simple, like this. Like, I just need something I can type it in and export a GIF or GIF, whatever.
Cool.
So, that the idea of doing it is just, again, making things easy for me, and then potentially vicariously for other people. But again, I'm kind of working through bugs on this tonight. A kinetic GIF motion engine. I don't know what the hell you'd call it, but yeah, you could export just about any text, with the typography that's built in. Oops, wrong drop down.
I'm trying to look at I popped out the thing and then.
The which thing?
The pop out doesn't work really well.
Which pop out?
I'm trying to make your share bigger, so I can see what you're doing.
Oh yeah. I don't have it. Yeah, you won't be able to pop it out because I'd have to screen share. So I'd have to do this. Then you could see it.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah. So this is the first one that I was showcasing tonight, just kind of based on I need this. And I think that's a perfect case for, what this is, what kind of, where vibe coding really fits, right? And so when you look at, all these apps that are out there, like 1,000,000,001, instead of waiting and spending all your time searching for something, when you're going to need it again and again and again and again, you can create it. And then it stays there indefinitely for yourself or, other people vicariously. So yeah, this is basically created so that I can more easily reply to people on social media with just a cheesy, typed, a reply that's a custom GIF. As long as the social media platform supports it. Need 2x more unique fonts. There we go. I want to add that. So I can say, hey, Logan, and I can export that and then send it to you or reply to you, right? Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Just create a GIF and then bam, it's there. And then I can go over to Logan's face. Well, not his actual face. I'm not going to drop a GIF on his face. But I sent it there and now you have it. Isn't that wild?
That's awesome.
Isn't it pretty dang cool?
That's a fun little project for today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I thought this one turned out really well. I haven't run into that other bug since switching, because sometimes when I switch these various effects, the centering and middle alignment go off, and it didn't say that it was going to fix it, but it looks like it kind of did. Did it keep Vortex? Okay, is Vortex... Okay, there's Vortex. Vortex kind of looks like spinning anyway. Kind of weird. Hey, Logan. Look. Oh, that was fun. The rainbow letters. Did you see the rainbow letters?
Briefly.
Yeah.
Look
at that. It's like swimming. Look at that. This is wild.
That's cool.
just by asking him, like, hey, do this, and basically you're vibe GIFing or vibe GIFing.
Vibe GIFing.
See here. What do I want? I want more. Here we go. I want more motion engines things. But I love the randomization feature because then you kind of look at it and go, yeah, I don't like that, or yeah, I like that, but I don't like the color, or I like the font, but I like the animation, but I don't like the font. So the idea is that instead of dragging and clicking and pointing, you can find your own. And go, oh, what if those colors are there but in a different font, So that's the idea. You're vibe GIFing instead of vibe code. Well, you could vibe code a GIF, if you will. That's the first one I did. I did that one today. And then this is another one that's based on, what's that?
Live Beat.
Yeah, so this one's based on an application that I saw an artist do on Insta. And I've seen an artist do this in JavaScript. They basically program like beats, in conjunction with visualizations with JavaScript. And it turns out really freaking cool. And I was like, dude, I wonder if I could kind of create something similar where you could adjust using like JavaScript, if you will. You could adjust the every aspect of what it sounds like, and then create a random beat, hit run. I don't think you can hear it, but it's basically going boom, boom, and it's based on what I quote unquote program here. And so it's a very simple, very simple
random
beat. Yeah, just a kind of way to generate beats. And I've been adjusting this. It seemed interesting, at least when I started doing it. Like, okay, I kind of wonder how this works. The application, what is it called? It's Strudel. Strudel is the name of the application that's more full featured. Hey, Fix'em dude. A GIF iteration framework. There we go. I think you got it. Very, very recursive there. So yeah, you can go in and you can modify, everything, from stem to stern in the live beat. So I have like the manual or instructions. You can hit, random, and then it randomizes, different sounds and different kits. You need to have
a programming language.
Yeah. Isn't that wild? Calls are undocumented otherwise, and the user has to guess. I could also, could we add to it a? Are you running it online? Logan?
I was on the strudel.cc, and I was just looking at their example there.
Oh yeah, okay. I was like, because it's pretty wild for people that are into this kind of thing.
Yeah. I would. I feel like I would get sucked into like a week
fun stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's this to me is just it's wild. Like, it's just like everything that can be done with it. Like, this is just a single file. It's a very simple, very, very simplified version of Strudel. Just as kind of an example, something like, oh, could I export it as a WAV file so that if I need a backbeat for something in my vlog, I could export the WAV 32 bars and then have something that runs, that long, according to the BPM. Or the way I'm expanding, I'm iterating. So anyway, so that's another one that I did. You saw Code Snap, I think, Logan?
Is this for? No.
You didn't see that.
It'll do like a screenshot of your code?
Yeah. Why am I offline on Twitch? Hang on just a second. Let me add Twitch here. Weird. I just noticed it was offline. We're going to get Twitch on. Do not worry. So this is something, if you send me, okay, Logan, can you copy like a markdown or some kind of code? Send it to me in this is actually online.
Okay. On one of your sites.
I have it online. Yeah, okay, you sent me something?
Let me yeah.
There's the link. I'll drop it in chat because it is online. Isn't that Calvin? Don't you love it? It does go all the way up too. It goes all the way up. I was looking for a better way of sharing long ass documents that were like JavaScript or whatever, or Markdown, not just to save them but to share them, because sometimes you run out of text and it's not formatted very well. And so I vibe coded a quote unquote screen capture tool or a code capture tool. So I was saying, if you have any, like, I don't know, like a markdown file or something that I could paste in. Actually, do I have one? I might just have a markdown sitting around. No, I don't. Of course I don't. Why would I have markdown just sitting around? Because that would just be crazy, wouldn't it?
Here, I got
like a quad.md or something crazy.
Well, you want code, right? So
yeah, it doesn't matter, because like what this does is it'll format Bash, C, CSS, Go, HTML, JavaScript, JSON, Markdown, Python, TypeScript. It's just any random code. There we go. So this is JavaScript?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go here, paste it in, and then JavaScript, and then it formats it. And then what you can do is you can choose the window width that's exported. You can increase or decrease the font size that's exported. Turn on or off word wrap. I'd recommend keeping it on. Increase padding, and that makes more sense when you change the background. So I can choose like a gradient like behind it.
That's nice.
And yeah, and then change the opacity of the window. The export size defaults to 3x for like Retina. And then let's see here. Then you can export it.
Can you change it to TypeScript?
Yeah, you can change it to TypeScript.
Or yeah. Okay, yeah. Because some of the stuff wasn't highlighted.
There you go.
Yeah.
TypeScript done. And then you export it. And then the cool thing is you can name it like, this is a thing I did for X. And then it saves it in the window title, and then the language, and then the title of whatever code you're doing.
Cool.
So it sets context in the screenshot. And I am so sorry, Sir Elfman. You've been paying me on Patreon for 5 years without knowing. Oh my God. I so appreciate it. It's been paying for one coffee all this time. Thank you for supporting my coffee habit. Now I'm vibe coding. So you are still supporting. You are still supporting vicariously. I should update that every time I upload a batch of the vibe coding things, for sure. Because I'm doing it. Like, this is your Patreons are powering. So this is available already online. CodeSnap, and it's easy to use. You can change the theme. This is really important for developers, but like, you know, even if you're trying to, you know, hey, I'm going to send you some HTML, you can send it you can send the code, or you can send it with syntax highlighting in an image. And of course the text can be extracted from there, you know, because a lot of platforms, you know, have that native OCR these days. So anyway, that's CodeSnap. Then we have this one was a vibe code. Yeah, it's like a trench.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was an accident. I pasted in like a feedback I was giving on another app. I said, do whatever it was. And then it came back with this trench, and I'm like, whoa, not this exactly. I vibed it to this point, but I was like, that's pretty damn wild. And so I'm like, let's kind of keep going with this, but let's change this, let's adjust that. So when you click it, then it chooses like a different, you know, color scheme, different, you know, saturation, different view, you know, all this, you know, various configuration options in here, of course. So it's kind of a neat way of flying around a trench safely without crashing into the walls. This was an accidental vibe. I did not mean to make this.
Nice.
Isn't that funny? Because it was from I can even change the atmosphere tint, turn off the stars basically, on or off. Keep it, bring the visibility range down, increase, decrease. So it's got all sorts of configuration options to play with.
Cool.
But it was an accident. Happy accident. So this one I think is pretty much ready to go. I felt pretty confident with it. This one I think is ready to go too. I started messing with some greebles, like a Death Star greeble, like a surface tile, and it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. I'm like, it's not really coming out. And so I thought, well, what if I kind of changed some parameters here and made the greebles, a bit more flat, a little less Death Starry, but still generative, and make kind of like basically what's tantamount to a wallpaper generator. And so that's what this is. Let's go ahead and cycle that every 15 seconds. You can export it as a, that's really going fast. That's a millisecond. But yeah, this is, boy, that's really going fast. I think it's got seconds listed when it should be milliseconds. So I'm going to have to fix that. Just so fun.
You could just like put up like F11 and just kind of put it up as a
screensaver of sorts. Yeah. So you can bump up. That's a second one, but I'll have to, before I forget, let me go ahead and make a new Gemini window and add that's the trench run. There we go. Canvas in Gemini Pro. The auto advance says seconds, but the timing seems to be in milliseconds. There you go. What was that? Thank you, Kieran. I make that. That's a quick fix for this one. But yeah, various tweaks, including roughness. There's also a CRT, like a scan lines kind of option, complexity, color, recursion depth, all sorts of settings in here that could make it a lot of fun just for like a complex kind of electronic-y wallpaper thing. Someone on X replied to me, says, I was looking for a way to easily get your code, and so I vibe coded a web page extractor, and then he basically took the code snap and took a screenshot using code snap and then posted the code snap PNG as a reply. I'm like, that's kind of cool. So I copied that code, I downloaded the PNG, copied the code, threw it into Gemini, and said, hey, vibe code this, but giving me syntax highlighting, when it actually does a page. So let's see here. What? Give me a website. Okay, fine. PIRILLO.com. Y'all are too slow. Then I press fetch. Looks like I want to hit enter. That's a vibe code thing. And then what it does is it uses a bypass to so it's acting local. It's acting locally, but acts server side, and it pulled down the HTML file.
And it highlights it for you?
Yes. Syntax highlighting inline using cores. So it was able to succeed by way of all origins. It's got 3 fallbacks. Just in case one doesn't work, it falls back to another. And then, of course, you can copy the code or download the HTML file from there. So I'm like, it was like, I don't know if I'll use this, but maybe at some point I will. Now I have it. Those
buttons are super cool. Like, yeah, I like the look of it.
It's this is called neomorphic, which is kind of a skeuomorphic kind of design, but it's neomorphic. This was based on, actually, because I said, hey, use the syntax highlighting I used on the instant HTML file creator, which is also on the arcade already, the instant HTML, because I needed a way on mobile to get code from Gemini into an HTML file. So I created a tool to do it. Like, so it works. And it works on the desktop. It's how I take files from Gemini and create locally. So yeah, because it downloads the HTML file from there. The only thing I want to add to that app, as I'm seeing it, is my printer feed is frozen. I will look at it in a second.
Like you can export to HTML from Gemini, right? Is that? But
you can. You copy it out as HTML, but you've got to save it into a file. So I create a file to save the code into, as opposed to creating a text file, renaming the .html. It just creates an HTML file with the title of that HTML code as the file name.
Well, it's funny because in AI Studio, they actually provide you with a button to press to do all that.
See, it's great. Gemini doesn't, and I needed it.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't include that, though. It's weird.
It is a little baffling to me. Make it so that when I hit enter, the URL is submitted to fetch. There we go. Needed to iterate that for this page, because when I hit enter, it did not hit fetch. So I'm going to fix that. And then I showed this in the event that we did on Saturday. This is something I continued to operate with. It's a image to emoji mosaic generator. You can change the emoji size. You can change the overlap of the emoji, change the resolution output, transparency in case you've got an animated or you've got a transparent PNG. You can even add the source underneath the original or take it out. You can increase the contrast, brightness, etc. Or you can choose like presets. So it's a way to basically create emoji mosaics.
That's neat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just these are fun little tools that I'm up to. I'm going to be at 200 here soon. But emoji mosaic, I believe, is done. That should be done. I'm happy enough with it. Auto advance internal calculation, updated the auto advance function in this version. We can add a safety check. Nah, dude, that no, it's still not wrong. Not working right. Auto advance says 35, but it's more like 3 seconds. Just update either the label or the way this is measured. There you go. Done. All right, added a key press. See, I copy the contents out, or I could download the HTML and then save it in the local file before I have it uploaded. And I have not gone through and changed everything, but that should work. I assume I'm not going to even worry about testing it. Vibe GIF, let's see. Oh, we got 30 new fonts for Vibe GIF. Yeah, that's quite a few. Which should be great with randomization.
We can't see the drop down if there is.
Oh,
one.
you can't. Oh,
No.
yeah, you can't see the drop down. Sorry. Because it's modal.
Yeah,
And that's the word.
Yep.
So it's not a part of the window. So as I'm changing different features in it.
It just immediately swaps to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Logan.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that freaking wild? So all I'm doing at this point is creating and they should all loop properly. This will be uploaded. This may make it public by this weekend. I'm running out of time every damn day that I do this, and I've got I'll only be here for another half hour or so as I continue to vibe, but because I've got my daughter tonight and we're gonna watch the new Muppet Show.
Nice. Is that the live action one?
Yeah, the live action one. Cheers.
It's How I Met Your Mother guys, I think.
No, he did the movie.
Oh, okay.
Jason
Segel.
Segel, yeah. He's great in Shrinking.
Yeah, I need to. I think I watched the first season. I saw they were coming out with another season.
Shrinking they just released the new season.
Yeah. I really like Murderbot.
I tried murder. I tried and tried, and it just could not do it. Could not do it.
I listen. I'm a big audiobook person, so I listen to all the audio.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, I gotta watch the show.
Okay, here we go. Add 20 more unique fonts. I think this is about as good as I think it could be. Let's add more character in place.
So Google tell it to add all the Google fonts. I mean, that might be overkill because apparently now there's
Go ahead.
1,900 of them.
My God. Yeah, I don't know if I do Google fonts. I asked it to create unique fonts or pull in unique fonts. So like not like this one. See that's like unique. To me, that's a unique font.
Yeah.
Wow, that's something's really glitchy there. Stroke is broken. Is stroke the stroke slider broken? I don't think so. Seems to have been broken somehow randomly. Yeah, so I'm getting glitchy. The glitch return. Okay, so I was running into the glitch before. Let me try adding the stroke. Yeah, stroke is no stroke. The numbers aren't updating when I hit the slider. Stroke. And shadow. There's broken. There we go. Unique fonts, I think, would be fun. Uh-oh. Bug. I'm going to run out of my credits very fast.
It looks like Mig in chat has a question about using Gemini for Roblox.
Oh, I've never done it. So, Pixel is doing a Minecraft-y kind of clone. He continues to advance. Let me move back here. Let this one to stage. I don't like that flashy. I don't like. What's that flashing?
Yeah. So I think so. It definitely could handle Lua. Probably the most complicated part is going to be figuring out how to get the code that Gemini writes into Roblox. So like look at how to build like plugins for Roblox and kind of read about that, and then kind of come up with your idea, and then just like start with the idea and then do a little bit of like work looking into how to get your idea into Roblox would be my advice on that. So Pixel, like, have you talked about the Minecraft project before?
No, I did a few weeks ago, but at the moment I actually did this from scratch from that other process I was doing. This one I just made about an hour ago or so.
What are you using?
Right now I'm actually using anti-gravity, and it's going through JavaScript and HTML.
So this is a pure JavaScript implementation of a Minecraft-y kind of game.
Right, yeah. At the moment, I'm trying to get the leaves to slowly decay after I take the logs out, but at the moment it's just freezing the system and vanishing the and vanishing all of them at one time.
Oh wow!
But that's you moving around in the world, right? Like
yes,
we're
exactly,
not. Yeah. Okay.
Here, I can do this.
At the moment,
Logan, have you been working on? If you want to show what you're doing, I can bring you up full 2 pixels.
Whichever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, I can. If you show what you're doing in anti-gravity, easy to do. I have the power, just like that. Hey, we got it right. Thank you, the Code Drift. I even just said thank you for the follow, but thank you. We are vibe coding, as we are prone to do. I am Chris Perillo, the host, the main host. I have guests on, friends. Pixel's here. Logan is here. Anybody generally welcome to join. I am always creating something unique. Just showed what was new that I had done, at least over this past week or so. I live stream vibe coding every Thursday, right around this time, and I'm here in the greater Seattle area. I like helping non-technical people with vibe coding. I'm into it because it's really worked for me. I'm going to go ahead and show you a lot of what I've done. If you head over to my arcade, if you will, I've now at least uploaded 183 different apps. They're all single HTML apps using JavaScript, of course, CSS for design. Some of them are visualizations, some of them are games, some of them are utilities, some of them are kind of in between. Last night, my girlfriend used 11 of my visualizations to when she was playing at the Triple Door here in Seattle. I wonder, is this going to work? I'm probably going to break it. What I was going to try to do is open one of her videos in the in another tab. I can do that. I know how I can do it. Give me a second. I know how I can do this. I can fix this. I can make it happen. To show you what my again, my girlfriend had shared. I ended up. I'll show this one for now. This is last night at the Triple Door in Seattle. My girlfriend's a professional cellist, and she ran my vibe-coded apps as visualizations behind her as she played her original music at the Triple Door. So vibe coding is a thing. It's not just a silly whatever. It really does work. It really works. Here's the example of my girlfriend playing. I'm not going to turn up the music because I don't have the license for it. But she basically played her cello, and as she was playing, the visualizations that I had kicked, they were set to auto randomize if they weren't just kind of in a random pattern. This one, for this song, she used the one I did that kind of was fractals, but they were meant to look kind of like how ice forms or frost forms on glass. And so it was all completely random. And what was really cool about last night, and I told her, I said, I really want her to post all the videos from last night to her YouTube channel. So all my visualizations are going to be in music videos, basically. So it's been a lot of fun to do. And this was my first major collaboration. My girlfriend asked if I'd do it. And of course I said, yeah, for sure. So you could play with that visualization as well as all the other ones. They're on the arcade, if you will. And as I was saying, I'm working on 10 more that I'm going to be uploading soon. 11 more that I'm going to be uploading over the next day or so. I tend to do them in batches. And hang on, we've got thank you, by the way, the Code Drift. I really appreciate that. I do. I appreciate the support, especially from someone that is also doing code. I'm not a developer. I will say that. Definitely not a developer, but thank you, Code Drift. We're doing Claude code exercise on the SaaS side, building a scheduled job system for Cloudflare, which hopefully didn't exist yet. It will, I'm sure. Taking everyone from research requirements, task output. It's interesting to have seen the guy who created CloudBot, Moltbot, OpenClaw.
Peter.
Basically eschewing the idea of of doing research and requirements, and just going, just saying, here, go, and not doing any planning or anything. If I had a SaaS that I would build right now, it would be something involving 3D printing filament, and kind of like what a friend / colleague is doing with hard drives, which is kind of neat. He's been vibe coding hang on, this is gonna probably get me banned from Twitch, or if you see, he cusses a bit. There we go. I scrolled down. He's created or vibe coded a let me bring that up full and show you basically a way to get information on how much is he paying per gigabyte, and he's paying for it by using affiliate programs, which is really freaking smart. But if I were to do something, I'm like, that's cool. If I had more knowledge and know-how, I'd probably want to turn something around in relation to 3D printing filament and getting the same value. Like, how much am I getting per, centimeter? Am I getting more value here? How for ABS or PLA or this brand or the other, whether it's Amazon or this, whatever affiliate programs might be out there, and do something similar for filament. I'm sure it could be done.
Yeah, for sure. I know with filament, they come in a lot of different types and colors and stuff. So getting the filtering down,
the filtering stuff, yeah,
would be super important.
Yep. I don't want to launch a SaaS though, because too many things can break. So, way too many things. I don't. I'll stick with right now hosting events. I mean, I want to do something larger, but I'm waiting for these things to evolve. Kind of like, I want to play with OpenClaw, but I also don't want to destroy my life. I want to play with OpenClaw, but I also don't want $1 million bill.
Yeah.
But, apart from like an actual literal $1 million bill, I mean a bill for $1 million.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not into it. Not into it. Not at all.
Let me make some few mistakes first, and then I'll get it set up.
Exactly. I just don't want to. I don't want to mess with. You're all for the going, except when you have to clean up your own messes. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to end up creating a monster, if you will. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to peel you away there. I don't want to create a monster in doing any of this stuff. That's why I'm doing these single page apps in totality and aggregation. They're fun, functional-ish. Some of them more silly, some of them more serious, but all of them work. All of them have, their own, value to them for a reason to exist. But it's not a full-on SaaS. It's not a full-on service, because quite honestly, the way I see it, that to me, and this is one of the reasons why, not to get, too businessy, but one of the reasons why stocks kind of took a tumble when Anthropic dropped, was it 4.6? Or previous to the 4.6 drop, they basically dropped an update.
Yeah, that was today or yesterday.
Well, no, but it must have been earlier this week. But stocks, basically, a lot of software stocks went down because they were like, whoa, this is going to kill SaaS. I'm not going to go that far, but right now, I can vibe code and an animated GIF creator and make it work. I don't need to go to Google and search for something. I can make it, for myself. I can make this what I need it to be. And I don't need it to happen with anybody else or for anybody else. So I think it's going to get there with SaaS. Why would I, here, just you do the research, Google, and you tell me. This is what I'm looking for. You tell me. Why go through a third party in that sense?
Yeah.
That's the way I'm looking at it. And I'm having fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm also not trying to, take over the world. So
yeah, and who knows about how investment stuff works. They could be, scanning whatever and trying to predict based on what's, the general,
right.
What people are saying online, right? Or something, right? So
I did run out of my Gemini, but I just switched straight over to Claude, and it's working fine.
Oh, okay. See, I don't like switching. I do not like switching because when I do, that's when things just get really messed up.
You got
Well,
Claude
yeah,
set up?
going through anti-gravity is just easier in that way. Switching
I don't have
wise.
Claude. I was paying for it, but not anymore.
Ah.
Just because I wasn't using it as much when Gemini was released.
I thought I saw that Google is coming out with their new model soon.
Which one?
Yes, 4.
I know they came out with their flash reason or their visual reasoning.
I might have.
Oh yeah, it may have been that. There we go. Let us Jesse.
3 was November.
That's what I'm using right now.
Yeah, Pixels is using anti-gravity. Logan was telling me he's been fiddling with it.
Yeah.
If I were to use anything, I would say anti-gravity would probably be it. I'm kind of all in on Google, and then I would upgrade to Ultra at that point. When I'm ready for anti-gravity, I feel then that's like, okay, it's time for Ultra.
I was trying to get agents to work, Pixel,
Yep.
but it's not quite there yet.
No.
Yep.
See, a lot of that I feel is just going to get easier and easier and easier and easier.
Oh, I'm sure. Just like everything else.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, it's a little still on the hefty side, but Granola rolled out an update today too. I use Granola almost exclusively.
Sorry, let me
No,
clarify.
please, Logan. It's okay. We're gonna talk over each other.
I got agent set up in a different project, and so I was trying to get my agents set up in my main Vibe code repo. So,
okay.
Yeah. So it is supported in anti-gravity, and Pixel and I were talking about it earlier today. So that's the full what was going on.
That makes sense.
I did get this set up, Logan. I was looking up a little bit on how to go and put agents into anti-gravity.
Okay.
And this is just one of the files that they recommended. I'll send it over to you through Discord so you can just read all of it.
Okay. Cool.
Let's see.
Yeah, I really like Agent Manager. I think a lot of people are.
There you go.
I think you're gonna love Agent Manager when you get anti-gravity set up.
What does it do?
So in anti-gravity, there's 2 separate applications. So there's like the main app that is a VS Code, but then like in the upper right, there's a little button that you can hit called Open Agent Manager, and so it's like a different view of. It's a different way to like work with the code, I would say. It's not VS Code. They've kind of built their own thing. It's like Chrome inside of a, it's Chrome for the desktop, kind of, is what it looks like, how they built it. But that in particular, I think is really nice. It's just like a conversation, and then it kind of pops out the code to the right, and then there you can start new conversations on the left. I think Cursor has a similar view, and the new Codex app the layout is similar as well to the Agent Manager. So it lets you, so you're more focused on kind of like the ideas and not so much on the details, so it's like,
that makes sense.
I'm working on this, in this conversation thread, and then I can start a new conversation and work on something else.
Oh, interesting. I think that's the way they're all going to be at some point in the future.
Yeah, it's probably headed that way. You know, you need to have a market for everybody, right? The developers are definitely used to where like the main window is code and then the agent is over here on the right,
like an IDE.
Yeah, the IDE layout is very familiar to developers, but for people that aren't coming from IDEs, like I think that sort of layout is what they're gonna gravitate to.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I fixed this one. Yep, I fixed that one. Great. Imperial surface should be fixed. Yeah, so the new Granola has a way to connect to basically MCP servers. So you can say, generate a deck based upon our meeting here. Generate a plan, generate this, generate that, which is pretty wild.
Granola. That's the audio of the meeting thing?
Yeah, Granola. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it works. Ask anything. Recipe, there's different recipes, but it's not a recipe, it's like a connection, it's like an MCP. Granola is gonna, if Granola is not acquired by somebody, I'd be shocked. It is easily the best notes app AI notes app that I've ever found. Ever.
Cool.
And then let's see here, spectrum, generators, drums, melodic, color hex, visual mode. Need more visual modes. Need 20x more visual modes. Randomize. Don't need the running notification anymore. Code load. Change code back to export and load to import. And make them look like buttons. Change code to save. Okay, I'm just tweaking this drum machine. I think distort. Oops. Oh crap. You can't hear the music, can you? I mean, the music that I'm playing on my end?
No.
Okay. This is bad. So I'm like, I had to mute it. So was that bad? Oh, is this done?
Copyrighted?
No. It was just bad.
Oh.
I'm just checking to see if it actually listen to what it was I wanted. It's good enough. Oh, 3 flip. Oh. Squeeze. It's where I start getting angry. When it starts, it starts putting placeholders. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Didn't ask for placeholders.
Okay,
And
I can switch. Okay. Oh, that didn't work.
Ha! I'm gonna
weird myself.
It's okay. I've got to go here pretty soon for Jedi too. I mean, I leave things going, but my daughter, Jedi, sorry, for context.
No virtual background. Okay. Does this work? Hey!
Hey, Mr. Green Screen, like Mr.
Yep.
Green Jeans.
So here's something you can't do in regular Minecraft, at least not without
Fly?
mine. Well, no. Check this out. Just spawn in, whole forests.
You're like, I want more trees.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Just splatter them around.
Yeah, I made my brush size size 10, and then I also told it to make it so that the trees can't spawn on other trees.
Yeah, that's critical.
Because I knew I wanted the splattering effect, but I didn't want it to go and get out of hand.
Wait, so what's that, Logan?
I use Docker containers.
Hang on. You don't have any keys?
What?
You're not gonna accidentally click on something that's got a key?
Oh no, but why is it all flipped or something?
It's not flipped. Everything looks normal on my end. Maybe the resolution may be low, but it could be the canvas that you're using. But the text looks normal. It's just it could be the canvas you're using in OBS is too small, like 720 instead of like 1080.
Oh yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
But
So
the text looks normal.
Okay. It looks like it's like flipped horizontally or something. I don't know.
Nope. Fine.
Okay. Yeah. So I was just trying to figure out why my Docker wasn't working. So I don't have anything to show, but I was testing the Codex app and had it do this little snake thing. And then so I was trying to get it running so that I could see what it did, and then because I moved all my Docker images to the remote drive, it's not behaving. I can't run Docker or something, although Docker is running right now and seems to be, if I open up the app, it seems fine. So I don't know, I gotta see if I can figure this out. But yeah, I like using Docker just because when I'm building these apps and it starts kind of going off and doing its thing, I have Node, and I have like all the stuff it can to run the app. But
Yeah.
what I've found is the agents, they will start closing and killing processes that I don't want them to kill. They're like, oh, this thing is listening on this port. Okay, I'm gonna kill it, and then like, does it work now? And I'm like, wait, no, wait, what'd you do? Yeah. So if I tell it to like only try to test and make sure it's working in a container, then I don't care as much, like, because if the container goes away, I just I can run another container, and it's not gonna the blast radius is more contained. So yeah, I've got a few like long running things in the container that are running like a couple times a day. But other than that, like I don't, there's nothing I care about. So
yeah.
But yeah. I think I had mentioned to you is like, I really like anti-gravity because that agent support is like built in, and like Codex, I mean, it has some interesting features, but like I haven't quite figured out if I can get agents to work with it. If it's possible, maybe it's a coming soon kind of thing. They have skills, but it seems like it's maybe not the same thing as it's more like the extensions or whatever you call it in Cloud Desktop, where it's like a MCP, pull in this MCP thing, or it's like it's not like the skill from Cloud Code or from Anti-Gravity. I mean, they all have different names, which is very confusing, right? Like, it's a skill over here, but it's a workflow in Anti-Gravity, but or it's an agent, so
yeah.
There's no consensus on naming things, I think, for a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I might have to fix that offline here, since it seems like it might be a permission problem.
See, that's all over my head.
But yeah, I mean, this is my main Vibe code repo, and mostly Cloud Code. I did some Anti-Gravity in here, just different ideas and stuff. And there's still some stuff that's not missing, because the last couple events that we did, it's in a separate folder. And this one's kind of more like integrated, like all in one repo, just because like this is the one that gets deployed, and so like I set it up very specifically so that like when you create a new folder in here, it creates another subdomain on my main Vibe code site. So that's why I set it up like this. But the other project, it was each folder is a separate app. They're not they don't really work together or reference each other. But this is like, there's like shared things, like in the shared folder. So yeah.
Yeah, see, I haven't even begun. Not anymore. I just haven't even begun. Wouldn't even know where. I'd have to figure out, what am I doing? What do I need to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think if I had like a template or something, here, and it doesn't have to be Svelte, it could be, a React or something else, but
yeah.
And had instructions or something, somebody who's motivated enough could figure it out, how to use it for their own stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's the benefit. I'm going to start wrapping up here myself. Got to get off to a kid. Yeah, she's. We're going to watch the Muppet Show, as I said. I promise I'd do that.
Cool. Yeah, you said that your Thursday streams are a bit shorter than the Saturday ones.
Yeah, they can't. I mean, they're just casual. I mean, I would keep going normally as I'm finishing through, but I've got my daughter tonight, so
Sounds good.
just have to be like, oh, I gotta pay attention to that. It's important.
Yeah.
But all the things I'm doing are going to be uploaded soon-ish. Oh, man, I hate when I create something and then it says fix error. I'm like, doesn't even want to run like initially. What's the point? What's the point? Let's see here, what do we got? Who do we have? We're disk 1 of 5. We're going to drop you all to disk 1 of 5. Yeah, thank you, Nari. I wish I could do that from within. I know it was just the other day, but he's probably coding something. And he's streaming. Disk 1 of 5.
Not like what I just tried to do.
Yeah, I just ran into that myself.
I tried to make it so I could upload a STL file, voxelize it, and upload the STL file, and it's doing a one-to-one, and it did not like that. It broke it.
Oh, interesting.
Well, it's because it's trying to load in such a large file right now. Just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Kind of tempted just to leave it there just to see if, like, eventually it'll pop in.
I feel pretty good about. I'm probably gonna run into some kind of visualization that's like broken, but I'm feeling good about this. The GIF app. From everything that I've created here or wanted to do with it. See, these will be fun, like potentially fun, like replies. Oh my god, that was crazy. Let me see how that actually looks when I export it. Oh my god, that is like.
Oh man,
somebody a seizure.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, will these flashing options cause seizures?
Clear a little disclaimer.
There we go. I said, will these options cause seizures? I'm just asking it point blank. Like, will this be a problem? No. We're good, people. Yeah, Logan, it's usually like it'll go because I don't normally have Jedi on nights like these. But you're welcome to join anytime because especially if you're doing something or wanting to do something and an excuse of doing it together with other people, it's the perfect time.
Yeah, for sure.
Co-working is a good way of
co-vibing.
saying co-vibing. It's a co-vibing thing.